In this video, I have a bunch of cards that I sold, and I'll sprinkle them throughout the video. I had 12 cards on eBay, 1 card on HIP, and 2 cards on Etsy for about $60 to $70. Those sold overnight. Mostly normal cards. I don't think there's anything really spectacular, but the quantity ruled overnight. Then I have a special topic. While I was doing research for some of these videos, I kept falling in on these souvenir cans, these postcards cans, I guess. I really didn't know what to call them, and I found the title Souvenir Can Postcards. So it's a little bit of a novelty, and I thought I would throw it out there, and if you see them, and probably see these in the antique booths and stuff like that, and I'll give you what they're going for on prices. And then I found something really neat when I was looking at the souvenir cans, and we'll get into that a little bit. And then I did one of those polls. One of the viewers asked if I could put this out there, and I did. What is the highest dollar postcard you have sold? So we'll go over those statistics and discuss that a little bit. And I got a couple viewer comments to go over for discussion on that. But let me go ahead and get started on the what sold cards. So the first card sold is on HIP. HIP is a lot slower than eBay or Etsy, and this is just basically a linen card by a sunset in California sunset. Just plain old card. Kind of a nice card. It's got a little aging around the sides on there, but $4.55 on HIP. I'll take it. And then for the 2 cards on Etsy, the first one is a linen card. It's a canyon looking south from Colton Point, Grand Canyon of Pennsylvania. It's a vertical card up and down, just a linen card, posted 1939 on there. Grand Canyon, Pennsylvania. Sold between $4 and $5. And then I sold a white border card on Etsy, Municipal Zoos, Seneca Park, Rochester, New York. It's a building with some fences. White border. It's got a slick finish. It's got a little bit of gloss to it. Unposted. Not a linen. And it's a white border. So that one sold, $4.55 or whatever on there. Let me go through a couple more of these from eBay, and then I'll get into the souvenir cans. So the first one sold is those Navy ship photos. This is the Sacramento, and these are actual photos. These are like 3.5 by 5 by 6 photos, and they'll fit right in one of these photo mailers. So it works well, but I can't ship them with eBay standard envelope like the video. If you're watching the videos, I might lose top rated seller because of these. But you know what? I'll take the $8.55 for that. Next one is another photo, and this is a longer one. This is about 6 inches. And they do have a curl to them. It's just the way they're stored in photos. This is the Idaho. USS Idaho. And that one sold for $8.55 as well. So right there I got $17. I don't think I would even make that on top rated seller for the month. And of course, this is going to drop me down some more. I sold one of these naval covers for $4.55. This is going USS Hempson, 1963. Every boat had a cancel on there, and you can see right there Hempson, and that's their seal. And people ask for these. They'll have the ships mail them to them and stuff like that. So that sold for $4.55. A lot of those are selling on eBay between $1 and $2. But I can't do it for that, and I put them up for $4.55, and they do sell. I probably have a couple thousand or so of those, and I have a bunch more to get up on there. Next one is a Steinhardt Aquarium, Golden Gate Park, San Francisco. Chrome card, $4 to $5. Then I sold one of those ship prints. This is the USS Stewart. Nice picture of a boat, ship on there, and that sold for $4.55. And the last card before I get into souvenir cans, what did I sell this one? This card I put a note on here because this is the Lakemont Park, Altoona, Pennsylvania. It's kind of an inset. It's an older card, and it's a undivided back, unposted. It had a price on there of $8 way back, someone in an antique booth. But what the note said, and I sold that for $455. The inventory number on this was like 4,491. I have about 90 to 100 boxes over here, and my first box to the left, number 1 box, is my oldest card, and this was one of my older cards from years ago. It's sold, so 4491 finally sold, and it went. So they all sell. I didn't do anything special to play with the algorithm, as they say, or whatever. They're still out there in search. People are still looking for them, and they still go. Let me do just one more card. Now this card, I think I shown in a video the other day. I'm not for sure, but this is a exaggeration card. It's the kind we catch. It's just an exaggeration card. I don't do well with these types of cards, exaggeration cards. It's a white border, sold for $455. Kind of a fast mover. Did I leave a few dollars on the table? I could have, but just from my history with exaggeration cards, they usually don't go for me, so I don't price them up as much. So someone got a deal on that maybe, which is great. They'll come back. Now let me get into souvenir cans, and that's what I call them. They're souvenir postcard cans, or postcard cans, or novelty postcard cans, whatever you want to call them. I really couldn't come up with a term for this. As I was doing some research, these things keep popping up, and I'm saying, what are these things? I finally decided to do a video on what these cans are and what people do with those. So if you see them in the antique booths or whatever, you'll get an idea of what they are. So around the late 1960s, early 70s is where I think these are from. I've seen 2 types of these cans, and I have them right here. Back in those years, they're just a can. This one's supposed to have genuine canned Florida sunshine. So I guess inside there is sunshine. But it looks like you could put a stamp right there and mail these things. I don't think it would fly today. Anybody out there, let me know how you would mail these today. I think they would have to go first class package, a little bit over the size. But these are souvenir cans of the sunshine in Florida. You put a stamp on it where you want to mail it, and you throw it in the mailbox, I guess, on there. Now they're no bigger. The postcard's bigger than the can. If you see the postcard, is bigger than the can. So that's one of them. That's one I've seen a lot out there on eBay, and we'll go through the pricing here in a minute. But it's a souvenir postcard can. And the next one, and I didn't open these, so I don't know if there's fog or sunshine on them. This is the San Francisco fog. This one's even smaller, and it's got a place for the stamp and the address. So if you wanted to mail someone a can of fog, you can do that. But just this is a standard postcard, and this is the size of this thing. It's really small. But those are the 2 souvenir cans that I found, and I see a lot. So if you see these sitting in a antique booth or a flea market or something, you'll know what they are, and they're a novelty to have. I just keep them right up here now on there. I went out and bought one of each just to get my hands on. I wanted to see how big they were. But that's the postcard cans. As I was looking through, getting some research and trying to figure out more information about these, I found that there's other souvenir cans with a postcard theme. And I didn't really do the pricing, but I just wanted to show you. Right here is a tin with some Halloween postcards imprinted on them. They're not actually postcards, you can't mail it, but they use the postcards as decoration. And then here's another one. Here's a bucket with a handle, and it's got Halloween postcards on it. So you'll see different things like that with postcards. If you're doing searches, these might pop up on there. And they just kept popping up for me, so I wanted to see what they are. But what do these fog and sunshine cans sell for? So I went out on eBay and I looked them up. Not a lot of them out there, but enough to give you an idea. So here's the 2 for the fog. $4.99, $5.95. One's an auction, got $5 shipping. Another one is $5.95 best offer, $3.50 shipping. So they are shipping them, first class. So the fog ones didn't go that well. They were about $5-6 plus shipping is the average that I've seen on the solds. Then I went out and looked at the sunshine in a can from Florida. Is there sunshine in these? My granddaughter, my 8-year-old granddaughter, wanted me to open them. She thought they were really cool. And I said, no, there's nothing in there. And she says, are you sure? So she thinks there is. So these are the three I found out there. The Florida Sunshine selling for $21.99, $17.99 plus $5 shipping, $25 plus $5 shipping. So these are in the $20-$25 range. So if you had your choice between the fog or the sunshine, go for the sunshine. But that's what they're going for. So if you see these out there, and I can't remember if I saw them out there or not. I just seen them on the research. But that's what these souvenir cans go for. And if you see anything else, like a horseshoe with a tag on it for a postcard, there's so many different ways that they ship these things. Different postcards. They're just unique. And I thought it'd be pretty cool to bring out there. And if you do see them out there in the wild, let me know, and let me know what they were worth. If you bought them, if you sold them, and let us know what you did with them. But as I was putting souvenir can into the search to get information, I found this cool, really cool island. It's called Tin Can Mail. It's an island, I cannot say the name. So I'm going to put that down here, what the name is. Niuefu. It's over by Fiji. And I'm going to put the link down here in a minute, and also in the description of this website. But this is called Tin Can Mail. It was an island out there by Fiji. It had high rough cliffs, was not somewhere a boat could just land and deliver mail. They couldn't land there. There's people on the island, and they wanted to get mail, but it just wasn't easy for boats to land. So one of the, if I remember right, what I was reading in the article, one of the people that were administrator of the island wanted his mail. So he asked the passing ships if they could throw the mail off the ship in tin cans, and then he would have people swim out there to get the mail and bring it in. One swimmer got bit by a shark, and then they started using boats. He wouldn't allow them to swim anymore, but I guess they did go back to boats. But there was some, I got a picture here in a second of a postcard in one of the canoes. But it's an island where you couldn't bring a boat in, couldn't get mail, and this guy wanted mail, so passing cruise ships and stuff would toss the mail off in these tin cans. Well, it caught on so well that there's these covers, and there's a cancel for tin mail, it looks like, and there's a whole bunch of stuff. But look at the prices. Here's the postal covers. $148.30, $117, $85. So what I wanted to get to is, if you see Tin Can Mail, cancel, it might be something like this. I never even knew of this. You know, I don't know everything. So, but this is what I like about postcards and mail and the history, is I was just looking for these sunshine and fog cans, and I popped into these. So this is something else to look for. I don't know how prevalent out there they are, but if I see anything with Tin Can Mail, I'm not for sure if I'll see them in Illinois. But you never know. Might be in a collection at a show sometime. And then look at this other one. These are example covers that I found as well with Tin Can Mail. And it's put right on there, Tin Can Mail. So that's key, Tin Can Mail. And then here I found a postcard of the Tonga Polynesian Islands, Tin Can Island Mail Outrigger. So this is one of the boats that they use to go out and get the Tin Can Mail on there. And that sold for $9.98. So check out Tin Can Mail. And here's the link right down here and the name of the island. And I also put this bettybillingham.co.uk link into the description, so you can get it there as well. Just go down into the video description. There's a whole article about this. But I think it's something I'm going to go in and revisit it and learn a little bit more about it. But I thought I would share that with you during this souvenir can thing. So today's all about cans. Tin cans and Florida sun and fog and buckets. Special topic. Who knew? Now let me finish up some of these eBay that I sold on eBay. Next one is the Union Station, Worcester, Massachusetts. This card probably would have been worth more if it wasn't a linen, but it sold for $4.55. It's got the little cars in there, the comic-looking cars. It's got the little waffle tester, 1946, so it was a later one on there. But it's a nice view. It's got the light blue in there. $4.55. Then I sold another picture of a boat. This is not a USS. This is Turkey, the country of Turkey. And the only reason I know that, someone wrote Turkey on the back. I would have never known. They all look alike to me. But that sold for $4.55. I have a whole bunch of Belgium ships that I think I'm just going to lot up there. I just don't know all the names. A lot of the ships that we had in the U.S., we sold over to other countries and they renamed them. Then they came back to us. There's a whole history on them and stuff. And maybe someone wants to do that, which I don't. But I probably have a good 25, 30 Belgium area ships and stuff that later on. It's in my last to do pile for the ship haul. The next one, this was kind of a weird card looking. It's got some space on there, but it's where 3 states meet. So this is where three states, Tennessee, Virginia, and Kentucky. It's got some different colors on there. Some of the sizes, to me, looks a little, for the mountain and stuff and the trees, just, I really want to say the size of things don't meet up as well in there. And it's got a kind of a inset of a thing. I don't see that too often, but it's a linen type card. I wouldn't really say it's a linen. Yeah, it's a linen. I can see the threads, but it's a weird feeling card and stuff. But that sold for $4.55. I don't think I put that up too long ago, but it's got some dirt on it and stuff. Now this card is a print of the USCGC, which means Coast Guard, U.S. Coast Guard, Ingham W35. And I have a little story about this one. That sold for $4.55. I get so many comments from these naval people thanking me for the good price, the fast shipping, and also the memories. I got a little note, and I'll put it on the screen here. Buyer's note. My father served on the Ingham during World War II. He was an officer in the U.S. Coast Guard escort service. Thank God he came home to us. That's why I like selling these boats and these postcards. That's probably the #1 reason, is just the feedback and giving someone a memory about something that, their father was on a boat and he came back to them. That made my day when I see those. And I do get them pretty often on there. But that's what he said right down there. So when you get, once in a while you get those bad notes and negative people saying make sure you do this and stuff, then you get one of these and it makes up for everything that ever came in. So do the right thing and it'll repay. And the last card that sold, this is the night scene of the electric star on Mill Mountain, Roanoke, Virginia. I guess they got a big star on a mountain. Boy, you can see that thing from way back here. So this is a linen card, and they actually had, looks like $12, but I think it's $1 on the back there, but it's unposted. It's just a start. It's on the mountain, $4 to $5. So that's all the cards. 15 cards total between eBay, Etsy, and HIP. $60 to $70, but it's the variety. What types of cards are people buying? That's what I look for most too. I like the money, but I like the variety. Now the poll for today. These polls I put out on Saturday mornings about 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, whatever it is in Chicago. And they go out. I don't know who clicks what when you click on the poll. It's anonymous. They don't give me that information. If you do leave a comment, then I would see the user ID. But this one, a viewer wanted me to put it out there. What is the highest priced postcard you have sold? And I went and I did $5 to $20, 27% of the people. 25 to 50, 32%, which is the highest. 55 to 75, only 5% of the people. And the 75 to 150, 14%. And higher than 150, 21%. So the $20, $50, and the 150s. So it was a kind of a spread out there, kind of even between those. But the one interesting one is from 55 to 150. Didn't really fall in there. Either you got a good medium dollar card or you got a real high dollar card. So, but would you bank your business on that higher than 150, 21%? Would you bank paying your bills every month on those 4 cards that you would sell? Or would you go after the $25 to $50 cards and get a good base going and then sprinkle in those other ones? That's kind of what I was looking for. Now, $5 to $20 cards, you know, that's where I fall into a lot of them. I have sold cards for more, but some people work in that higher range and they'll sell 10 cards for the month and make what I do in the whole month. But they also get a lot of questions, they have a lot of research, they have a lot of time, and stuff like that. So there's pros and cons, and some people like that. They're part-time, or they really get into the research and stuff. And there's other people like me that just like to bring the memories out, the chromes and my niche, falling in there. And then you got your other people, $25 to $50 cards. You know, the little rare ones, not the top dollar, but they know enough to get those. So I thought this was a pretty cool statistic, and I forgot the viewer's name. I tried to look for it, and I missed it somewhere. It was either in an email or something, maybe. But that's the poll, and they're out there forever, so people can keep voting. We had 56 votes on this one, but there's one every Saturday. And if you want me to put a question out there on a poll, just send it to me in a comment, email, or whatever, and I'll try to get it scheduled for out there. Now let's get into viewer comments. I get these comments in from the YouTube videos, emails, just passing the whole different areas, and I try to grab what I can. These all came from the YouTube videos. The first one came from One Gal's Treasure for You, and this is talking about my little video I did about me losing top-rated seller. She says, I don't worry about it. I go up and down between top-rated and above average. I find I make more by keeping things the way I do. Thank you. That reinforces my decision. But thanks, One Gal's Treasure for You, for that comment. And then Kim, longtime viewer, been selling postcards a long time, says, years ago I got really upset about losing top rated. Eventually I learned it didn't matter. From a buyer standpoint, I never looked at it. Legit, who cares? I do check feedback though, which is an important indicator. And I do have a video coming up talking about how feedback can be used as a part of your overall health, and how I've used it to help me save some money. So all these tools have something you can use to save you money or move more cards. Then she goes on, it's eBay's way of not giving you the extra perks, but as you said, it's not a big deal. That's what I decided. It wasn't that big of a deal for me. I never thought I would have top rated seller, and if I lose it, it's not hurting that bad. And then my concern was, would I see a decrease in search and stuff? She says, I never noticed a increase in sales with top rated. So right there goes to that algorithm foil hat stuff. She has not seen a decrease or increase whenever she lost it or gained it. And One Gal's Treasure hasn't said anything about that either. So watch that algorithm stuff, that foil hat stuff, the myths out there and the little tricks. If you spend all your time on that, you can be listing cards. My opinion. But thanks, Kim, for the comment and reinforcing my decision. The next one, I'm not for sure how to say this name, so it's Ora Anu or Ora Anu. Apologize if I destroyed it. This comes from the linen video, when I did the video about linens. As a collector, I enjoy postcards from all eras, and probably 30 to 50% of my collection is linen. I have started to gravitate towards older divided back postcards now, but when I first started collecting a few years ago, I really liked the colors and aesthetic of the similar linen postcards. The linens are always nice because they started to depict a more modern view of society, and I personally think they look a lot better than white border postcards. I agree. I like the look, the vibrant look of the linens. I have no problem with linens or chromes or white borders on any of those. So that's another person that likes linens. Now there's a lot of people out there that won't do the linen chromes or foreign postcards, and they're stuck in there. But I think the linens are starting to make a turn along with the chromes. Now the continentals, I think that's going to take a little bit longer on there. Now when you're looking through boxes of postcards and you're sourcing for postcards, I'm getting a lot of questions about where do you source postcards? Where did you find this? Where do you get this? My last one that I'm working on now for a series of videos was a private collector that saw either my YouTube videos. I think he bought some cards from me on HIP, and he reached out to me asking, he's moving, he's retiring, he would like to sell his 8 albums. So you get them in that way. But there's all you can source on eBay and what to look for and stuff like that. So I point people to my video here about sourcing postcards. It is in the the videos all have the timestamps in the bottom, so you can jump around and jump right to the special topic or what sold, or skip around as you want and come back and watch later. But right here is that sourcing video on postcards. Check that out. Hope it helps. That's all I got for today. Catch you on the next one.